Hello everyone, I will be discussing the benefits of reading for lifelong learning. Many people think learning ends when they graduate from school, but learning actually continues throughout our entire lives. One of the easiest and most effective ways to continue learning is through reading. Reading helps us gain knowledge, develop important skills, and adapt to a constantly changing world. By the end of this presentation, I hope you'll see how reading can be a powerful tool for lifelong learning. I'd like to start with a question. Imagine graduating from college and never learning another new skill, fact, or idea for the rest of your life. Most of us would agree that sounds impossible. Every day we encounter new information, new technologies, and new challenges because the world is constantly changing. We need to continue learning throughout our lives, and one of the simplest ways to do that is reading. As you can see, we start as a baby. We start discovering the world at that time, and we go all the way up to even our senior years and reflecting and finding joy. Okay, so before discussing the benefits of reading, it is important to understand what lifelong learning means. Lifelong learning is an ongoing pursuit of knowledge throughout a person's life. It happens both inside and outside of formal education. Lifelong learning can include reading books, learning new skills, taking classes, and exploring hobbies or staying informed about current events. People who embrace lifelong learning are often better prepared for personal growth, career opportunities, and changes in society. The first major benefit of reading is that it expands knowledge. Reading exposes us to new information, ideas, and experiences that we may not encounter in our everyday lives. Whether we are reading a novel, a biography, or an article about current events, we are constantly learning something new. According to the National Literacy Trust in 2024, reading for pleasure helps individuals develop knowledge and supports lifelong learning habits. Reading allows us to continue learning long after our formal education ends. Another benefit of reading is that it broadens our perspectives. Books allow us to experience different cultures, viewpoints, and life experiences. Reading helps us understand how other people think and live, even if their experiences are different from our own. This can help build empathy, understanding, and open-mindedness. When we read about different perspectives, we become more informed and better able to understand the world around us. The third benefit of reading is that it improves our critical thinking skills, and that includes analytical skills, logical reasoning, open-mindedness, and informed judgment. Critical thinking involves analyzing the information, evaluating that evidence, and making informed decisions. When we read, we often encounter new ideas and arguments. We must think about whether the information is reliable and how it connects to what we already know. According to the American Library Association in 2025, reading encourages individuals to analyze the information and consider multiple viewpoints. For example, with banned books. There are books being banned nowadays that are going to help involve our critical thinking skills. We need to use our own minds to make those decisions. These skills are important not only in school, but also in everyday life. Reading also strengthens our communication skills. People who read regularly are often exposed to a wider range of vocabulary. This can improve speaking and writing, listening, and comprehension. It can help better our writing and improve our comprehension if we read more books. Reading helps people express their ideas more clearly and understands others more effectively. Strong communication skills are valuable in school and the workplace and personal relationships as well. So reading just helps our communication as a whole, and so we can better communicate as adults in our future. Another important benefit is that reading supports lifelong growth. Many people use reading to learn new skills, explore hobbies, or gain personal knowledge. Reading provides opportunities for continuous self-improvement as well. So according to the U.S. Department of Education in 2024, lifelong learning helps individuals remain adaptable and successful in changing educational and professional environments. Reading makes it easier to continue to grow throughout life. Now with that as well, the world changes rapidly through advances in technology, science, and communication. Reading helps people stay informed and adapt to these changes. Whether someone is learning about new technology, changing industry, or current events, reading helps them stay current and prepared. People who continue reading and learning are often better equipped to face new challenges and opportunities. If we didn't know what was going on in the world today, how are we going to make informed decisions with voting or careers or things like that? In conclusion, reading is one of the most valuable tools of lifelong learning. Today we discussed how reading expands knowledge, broadens perspectives, improves critical thinking, and strengthens communication skills. It supports personal growth, and it helps people adapt to the changing world. While schools provide us with an education, reading gives us the opportunity to continue educating ourselves throughout our entire lives. I would like to leave you with this thought. Every book we open is another opportunity to learn something new, and every page we turn helps us continue growing throughout our lives. Thank you for listening.